So, I have quite a bit of Marvel Rivals news for you today. Forgot this fucking website never wants to work. God damn it. Look. Alright, whatever. Y'all gonna have to trust me on some of what I'm saying because the website looks fucked up. But basically, Marvel Rivals patch 1. Bitch, no. I don't want to update Wavelength. God damn. Every time I turn my computer on, do you want to update Wavelength? Do you want to update Wavelength? Do you want to update Wavelength? No, I don't want to update Wavelength. Anyway, I'm trying not to yell and get loud and get crazy and get cracker, kooky, spooky, hilarious, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Okay, let me stop. But for real though, I'm trying not to get too crazy with my voice because no homo. But my throat kind of sore. Alright, chill, pause. I was making TikToks in the snow with no jacket on. I know, I'm stupid, blah, blah, blah. Point is, I'm trying not to yell and go crazy. Anyway, we're going to read through these patch notes. We're going to watch some other stuff too, because I got some videos over here about Susan Storm and Reed Richards' moveset. But first, we're gonna read these patch notes and see what they changed about different heroes, because I've been seeing speculation and guesses from people who are early testers, like alpha testers, beta testers, which again, what do I keep saying? A lot of the times nowadays, whenever somebody gets alpha test, beta test, it's 2-3 days before the game comes out. Nigga, that's not a beta test. You are part of their marketing, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but I'm just saying, know that you're part of their marketing, my nigga. Anyway, first, Captain America. Steve will receive some enhanced survivability, because that really, in my opinion, was his biggest issue, especially like if you're playing in higher ranks where they're more coordinated and they will laser you to fucking death. There'll be a lot of times where you jump in the middle of 2-3 like backline people, like 2 healers and a backliner like a Hella or Squirrel Girl, something like that. You jump in the middle, you'll go boop bop bing bop boop bop bam, and you'll kill one of them, and now you gotta jump away because that's all you could do before dying while you're trying to kill 2 of them, while another 2 healers are shooting at you, or the backliner and the healer is shooting at you. Like, you just get melted, you get turned into a pile of slag very easily. So I think that goal is a W goal. Now let's see if they actually got it. Reduce the delay time for shield restoration after releasing Living Legend from 3 seconds to 2. Slight buff, but still a buff regardless. Reduce Liberty Rush cooldown from 12 to 10 seconds. Let's fucking go. Increase base health from 650 to 675. Why not just go full 700 at that point? I don't get it. Reduce energy cost for releasing Freedom Charge, ultimate ability, from 34 to 31. Reduce the additional health provided per second to self after releasing it from 110 to 100. So I wouldn't consider that necessarily a buff so much as a change, because I did feel like a Freedom Charge before, when you use it, unless the whole team like shoots at you at once or they ult you, you are pretty much like too invincible. There was like, it felt like whenever Captain America went crash out mode, the only way to counter his ult was with another ult. So I think it's reasonable that they're changing that. Doctor Strange, the best tank in the game, what did they do? We'll be reducing the threat range and increasing the defense window of the Sorcerer Supreme. Okay, I don't think that's really a good change, but I understand what they're trying to do is basically make it so that Doctor Strange has to be really close to get any kills. Add damage fall off to Maelstrom of Madness and get Gamma Maelstrom. Yeah, it makes sense that the Gamma power up is getting nerfed, because the Gamma power up is competitively one of the strongest buffs, because not only does he give a buff to one of the top 5 DPS in the game, Iron Man, as well as one of the best competitive tanks, because remember, competitive, not only does it give a buff to one of the best competitive tanks, but it gives a buff to one of the top 5 DPS. And the Hulk, while he's not that great of tank, he's good enough for a lot of comps. So, hey, come here. So what they're doing is basically they're nerfing a strategy in like the top rank. Hold on one second. All right, anyway, like I was saying, like in the tippy top ranks, the gamma power up was known as the most powerful power up, because like I said, it powers up a DPS that already has a high damage output, and it powers up a tank that's already like really good without the power up. So it was a net positive, and Hulk for a lot of compositions wasn't that freaking bad. Starting at 5 meters and reducing it to 70% at 8 meters. Damn. They said, hey, if they not right in front of you, we don't want you doing damage, Strange, which I can understand that. Only thing I will say is it does affect Strange's ability to like fight flying heroes, because like with Iron Man, Storm's not that much of a problem, but with Iron Man, like one of my main defenses against Iron Man is I will fly up in the sky, stand a little bit back, and just borderline hit scan his ass to death. So sounds like now that's not going to be a thing. You're not going to be able to fly up there and hit scan his ass to death by flying in the sky and floating behind him. Now you actually going to be real. You're going to have to be this close to him before you basically. Slightly decrease the shield value recovery rate after releasing Shield of Seraphim from 80 to 70. Oh, so they trying to make that shield stronger. Let's go. I fuck with that. I'll take that. They're like they said, they're increasing his defense and lowering his offense, because he's supposed to be a very defensive hero, and right now he's too good at being able to do both. He doesn't really have a weakness. That's like his main problem. He doesn't really have a weakness, and then on top of that, he has that really good portal, which I don't think portal is broken. It's just really fucking good. Thor, the god of thunder, could use some slightly increased in survivability and improve the success rate of his ultimate ability. Improve the ultimate ability, period. That shit sucks. Increase the base health from 500 to 525. I feel like for Thor specifically, that's too small of a buff. That's not going to do anything. I think like these buffs, albeit they're buffs, it feels like they're technically buffs. Added immunity to control effects during I hope that I'm reading this and not interpreting it right. That's something I'm gonna be doing it well. Yeah, that's a bot. You're not gonna get me, bud. You're not gonna get me, bud. But in case you're not a bot, Jessica Williams, thank you for the W follow. Go ahead and throw the view one time, and I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody else. If you're here to chill and vibe, what's up? You here to sell me some art? Fuck you and yard. Anyway, Hulk. Dr. Banner has been dominant, but some decreased sustained combat capability upon entering the battlefield will bring him more in line. What? Reduce the indestructible guard gamma shield value from 250 to 200. See, that's a significant nerf, because I felt like before, this one is more of one that I have to see in action, but his shield as of right now, it feels like once you are going up in a 1v1 against somebody and Hulk throws them that little bit of shield, back to what I was saying. While it does feel like when the Hulk jumps up and like he's fighting you, and he like jumps up and jump away out of battle, and he bubbles people while he's jumping out of battle, it feels like you can have somebody down at 1 health, and when he bubbles people up before he jumps, it feels like, well, just take your hand off your keyboard and start scrolling on your phone and see if you can get a real quick 5-6 seconds in on TikTok, because it's like, yo, bro, you're dying like 200 health. That's damn near a whole character. Then you gotta take away that 200 health. Then you gotta take away whatever health is under that. God forbid it's like an Iron Fist or a Bucky or somebody that could give themselves overshield, or dear Lord, God forbid it's Venom. Nigga, you're done. Speaking of Venom, coincidentally, I heard Venom got some big buffs. I hope it's not true. The character was perfectly balanced before. With increased survivability and the threat of his ultimate ability, the symbiote menace will strike fear into the backlines of all enemy teams. He already does. He already does. Even when I'm playing Hela and I'm sitting there flicking knives at his forehead, Venom's just running around, leaning over, doing the cha-cha, doing the cha-cha, doing the cha-cha. Gets low health, pop shield, does the cha-cha still, does the cha-cha still. The cha-cha starts going away. Beep. He swings through the air and gets away. Gets healed up by his healer, gets his full health bar back, comes back. Comes back over to the back line, does the cha-cha, he does the cha-cha. And it's like, oh my God, Venom already has a problem dying. Increased symbiotic resilience bonus health ratio gain per health loss from 1 to 1. Didn't need a buff. Increase the base damage of Fear of Abyss ultimate ability from 40 to 50. I heard the stun is also higher too. Excuse me 1 second, y'all. I gotta go refill this damn humidifier because the air in this room way too dry. Get up here. Walk for this whole damn shit. Moisture in the air again. Give me a second, y'all. I will be right back. All right. Humidifier in the room. Be nice and plug it up. We go ahead and put the lid on. And let me talk about these damn Black Panther changes up here. Cause I heard Black Panther got nerfed. And all day, I was like this. Like Lil Kim on stage. Dodging all the news. Dodging all the tweets about what the fuck happened. All I know is he got nerfed. I don't know how. And honestly, the nigga wasn't good enough to be nerfed in my opinion. He was a decent character, but he wasn't nerf worthy. Nowhere near. Actually, I think the nigga low key was fine, but he could benefit from a buff, but he damn sure didn't need a buff or a nerf. Slightly decreasing T'Challa's combat survivability. He didn't have crazy survivability. He moves really fast, so he's harder to shoot than normal. Sure, but like, he's a melee character and the only real projectile he has is the spear. And the point of the spear wasn't to be like a projectile. The point of the spear was more so meant to be like for the mark so that you could get his dash off, and it has the auto aim type joint. So his survivability was never the problem. Reduce additional health provided to self-refreshing vibranium marks with Spirit Rin from 40 to 30, and the upper limit of additional health provided from 120 to 75. That's a slight, no. How much is 20 from 75? That's 2 and 70, that's 55. Nah, that's a significant nerf. They lowered it by 55, yeah. That's a significant nerf. From 120 to 75 is 55. Do I think he needed that? No. His little vibranium kicks was already fair and balanced. I don't know why they went and nerfed it. Like, I'm wholly and completely unsure as to why the fuck they nerfed it and think his survivability is a problem. It wasn't. Black Widow. Natasha was very much in need of optimization when evaluating the release experience of her abilities, as well as a slight increase to the threat of her ultimate ability. Yeah, because her ultimate ability was so unthreatening, I forgot what the fuck it was, number one. Number two, no, as I say, Black Widow is not a bad character. I will fight tooth and nail behind that statement. She is not a bad character. There are just so many better characters, it doesn't make sense to play her. You want to play a character that is a decent hybrid between, you want to play a character that's a sniper, play Hela, play Hawkeye. You want to play a character that is a decent hybrid between somebody who could relocate and who could melee, pick Hawkeye. You want a sniper, pick Hela. You want a melee character, pick a Black Panther, pick a Wolverine, pick any other melee character, pick damn near any of the tanks. Most of them are melee characters. So it's like, it's not that Natasha is bad because she's inherently a bad character. Natasha is bad in the meta because, again, there's so many people that have just infinitely better toolkits and are infinitely better at what she does than her herself. Didn't make sense to pick her. Natasha was very okay, I don't like the way this page is shifting. Natasha was very much in need of optimization when increase the range of her first effect of Edge Dancer from a 3-meter radius to a 5-meter radius. What the fuck is Edge Dancer? Because I know her abilities, I just don't know them by name. Edge Dancer, Marvel, Rival. Let me look. Marvel Rivals. Widow. Alright, let me look at her character card real quick. Which ability is that? Strengths, weaknesses, abilities. There we go. Widow's Bite Baton, Red Boom Rifle, Ectoplasm, Fleetfoot, Edge Dancer. Unleashing a spinning kick to knock back. Oh! Her backflip kick. Her backflip kick. That's what Edge Dancer is. Okay. So they made her backflip kick, the little back. When she jumps in the air, basically she gets a backflip kick that gets melee characters off her and gives her a chance to back up and shoot, basically. Reduce the time required for Fleetfoot to recover from 0 stamina from 12 to 4. Oh, that means the way they want y'all to play Black Widow, the way she's supposed to be played, is they want her to run in, melee, snipe a couple people, run out, go in the rafters, snipe, and come back. Melee, bow. So she's gonna be way more viable. If she's able to run around at basically double everybody's speed every 4 seconds, essentially, woo! She's gonna be one hell of a melee gunner hybrid. Reduce the time required for Electoplasma Explosion. Her ult to release. What? So her ult charges faster. Hey man, I love to see it. Give all the BBL Snow Bunnies the ability to run the meta. I want all the BBL Snow Bunnies in this game to run the meta of this game. Until, of course, the Black Queens come in this game. We got one. Need more. We need more big booty black queens to come in this game so they could run the meta. You feel me? Hawkeye will be decreasing the medium long range damage capability, reducing the threatening combat rating. Oh, wait, hold up. I gotta read this one by one. Cause I got beef with Hawkeye. Wait, and they got hella right after. Whew. Where is it? Where is it? Will be decreasing the medium long range of his damage capability. Oh wait, no, wrong one. Gotta restart. Will be decreasing the medium long range of his damage capability. Reducing the threatening combat radius and slightly improving the close combat resistance for the avenging archer. Why are you that better not be the word improving. Hold on. It is. Oh my goodness. He was already a menace to people like Wolverine. Now you're making him even more of a menace? Whatever. Slightly reduce the spread angle between every 2 blast arrows. Reduce the triggering distance of passive ability Archer's Focus from 60 to 40. Reduce the maximum additional damage of the passive from 80 to 40. Now, what I heard about Hawkeye is that now, in order for him to charge his arrow, it takes longer. And that's what we really need. Because I feel like it's too freaking easy for a Hawkeye to go doof, and get headshots and damn near kill everybody in one shot, especially squishies. If you're a squishy, you're never safe from Hawkeye. He can one-shot everybody with a body shot once he and gets in his little position and shoots you. And then God forbid you hide behind something. Here he is with that goddamn
I wanna take you for a ride.
Super jump over a goddamn box so that he could shoot you still and kill you anyway. So like, what I need them to nerf is that damn super jump and the amount of time it takes him to fully charge. I want them to either nerf the amount that headshots do, or nerf the ability for him to charge that shit right away. Cause to me, he charges that shit way too fast. Hella, the goddess of death has been a menace and will they straight up said has been a menace. Damn. They said we on that ass. And all they did was reduce her base health from 275 to 250. Not gonna lie, that's a slight nerf. Clapping it up. Oh, laughable ass nerf. Laughable ass nerf. We ain't scared of none of that shit. We don't care about none of that. Reduce the base health, that's it. So that means we can still and in tanks. Oh, say less. But let's talk about Magic. So before I even read this, I don't feel like Magic is a character that's broken or a character that's like easy to play. I think she is a cool, chill, middle of the road, mid-range character. She's nothing crazy, so I think they're gonna give her a buff. The Queen of Limbo needed to increase her threat after unleashing her ult. Increase Umbral incursion damage of Dark Child from 115 to 135. How much is that? Oh wait, let me restart this intro. How much is that? 15 to 30. That's 15 and then 20. So that's 20. A 20 release, a 20 hit point release, that's nothing crazy. I feel like that's a minor buff. Read about what they did with Moon Knight. How did they make the auto-aim character even auto-aimier? The hand of Khonshu will receive a slight increase to the threat of his ultimate ability. He didn't need it. It was already good enough. It wasn't great, but it was damn sure good enough to do what it needed to do. Increase the number of talents generated by the hand of Khonshu ultimate ability from 10 to 14. Nice. Nice. This ability was middle of the road before, now it's the road. Nice. Increase the radius of each talent from 4 meters to 5 meters. Let's boot up for them, y'all. Let's boot up. I gotta hit the boot up button. No, we gotta hit the boo it up button, not the boot up button. That's the LMI button. We gotta hit the boo it up button. So I like what I bet you they buff is fucking menace to backlines. We'll be providing more options for other heroes to counter the Demon Slayer's ultimate. Now Dance of the Butterfly will check for barriers, including Magneto's Metal Bulwark, Hulk's Indestructible. They nerfed her goddamn ult. Cause you know what was the number one thing that made me mad about her ult? The only thing, like they said, barriers did not stop her ult before. The only thing that could stop your ult, and I only learned this because today I had 2 people quit out on a match in ranked while we was mid-match, and we ended up losing the match because we literally couldn't leave spawn. Because think, if 2 people leave our match, that means there's 4 people on our team for 6 people on their team. We fucking lost. We got slaughtered. Why? Because we had nobody to do certain roles and jobs, because at maximum we can have 3 tanks. Like we gotta have a fucked up lineup because 2 people literally weren't playing because they DC'd. They left the match. They got tight and left. And it was to the point to where they were farming ults so bad that they literally ulted the doorway because we couldn't come out. And 6 of them, 4 of us. We couldn't come out. We couldn't do anything. Anyway, the Punisher. We're slightly increasing the damage capability of Frank's weapons. Yes, because that's what the borderline hit scan character needed. A fucking damage increase. Slightly reduce the spread of deliverance and agitation. Is that his ultimate? Let me see. Female character, duelist. Let's go to duelist. Where's Punisher? Phoenix, Psylocke. What the fuck? Am I bugging? Is Punisher not here? Black Panther, Blade, Hawkeye, Hela, Hit Monkey, Iron Fist, Iron Man, Magic, Mr. Fantastic, Moon Knight, Namor. Oh, he's under the Punisher. Alright, now abilities. Education and deliverance. Oh, so the names of his straps. Slightly reduce the spread. That sounds like it's supposed to be a buff, but it's really gonna be a nerf. It's only really a buff at long distances, so fair. Scarlet Witch. We're increasing Wanda's combat strength when she's facing duelists or strategists. So the character where all you had to do to win a matchup against any of her ops is this. The character that could do this and kill you from around the corner. No exaggerations. Kill you from around the corner. That's the character they gave a buff, y'all. We're increasing Wanda's combat strength when she's facing duelists or strategists. Increase chaos controls. Fixed damage from 50 to 60. Reduce the percentage damage per second from 5 to 3. Oh. It reduced the DPS. I'm sorry. I said anything. I'm sorry. Keep doing what you're doing. Reduce the percentage of her DPS from 5% to 3%. Increase Chthonian. What the fuck is that? Cause I know the moves when I see them, but I like can't name them off the top of my head. So y'all gonna have to bear with me. Reality Razor, Mystic, Dark Steel, Kinesis, Chthonian Burst, Consume Chaos, Energy and Fire and Explosive Magic. So her alt fire. Her alt fire didn't need a buff at all, in my opinion. It was fine because most of them just to win, but you know, that's not the worst change in the world. Strom, the Weather Witch. When the fuck did anybody call her that? Watch your goddamn mouth. The Weather Mistress, the Weather Woman, needed an overall increase to her damage capability. That's right. Her weakest aspect was her DPS. Buff everybody. We're also optimizing the feel of her left click projectile and the release experience of her ultimate. What do they mean by that? Because I feel like her ultimate is like the most redeeming factor that she has for the few Storm players there are. Increase wind blade projectiles speed from 100 miles per second to 150 miles per second. Let's go. That's a significant buff. Well, I'll say that's a mid-range buff, but compared to the stuff we've seen previously, that's a significant buff. Change her left click damage from 50 to 55. I feel like y'all could have just pushed it up that other pile to 60, make it a significant difference, but you know, take what you can get. Increase bolt rush damage from 70 to 80. After releasing her ult, the bonus health provided for herself will be increased from 350 to 450. Okay, y'all doing too much. That was a move that was already good. Y'all didn't need to buff it. I mean, Storm main's eating though. From 350 to 450. Moreover, following its conclusion, the extra health will no longer vanish instantly when it's said diminished at a rate of 100 per second. So not only when she does her ult, will she damn near team wipe, she could finish the fucking job and wipe the rest of the team. Because now she has what is seeming like a more significant damage per second rate, 1. And 2, it's seeming like she's going to have better survivability after doing that and being a bit vulnerable. I fuck with it. Squirrel girl! Hold on. No. Wrong one. As the resident Squirrel Girl primary, I heard a rumor. I'm not looking at the screen, but I heard a rumor that Squirrel Girl's ultimate ability can now track. I want there to be a day where when Shorty runs on that battlefield, she does this and starts yelling, "Squirrel Stampede!" That people actually feel fear in their heart. That they actually stop and go, "Ooh, ooh," when I came down, and that they feel real fear in their heart. Cause I got the clip the other day of me getting like a quadruple kill with it, but that was a rarity. That's a rarity. I want that to be a normal, because getting a quadruple kill with Hela's ult, that's not weird. That's normal. Actually, if you get less than a double kill with Hela's ult, you fucking suck. I want it to be like that for Squirrel Girl too. If you get less than a double kill with Aurora Monroe's ultimate ability, fucking suck. If you get less than a double kill with Beer Belly Iron Man's ability, you fucking suck. If you get a kill with Squirrel Girl's ability, you're a god at the game. That's not fair. So I hope that rumor about it now tracking people is true, because that would make her ability legitimately a threat. Because not only does it not do damage, 9 times out of 10, the little bit of damage it does do, a squishy could stand there and just tank it like a regular ass character. Like a regular ass tank, I mean, even though they're a regular ass character, they just go. The squirrels run by their ankles, and then they go over there and beat the shit out of Squirrel Girl, throw metal projectiles at Squirrel Girl, throw fucking magic vintage energy at Squirrel Girl, or whatever the hell they do. Alright? So please let that rumor have been true. Let's read and see if it's true or not. Additional new effect to the unbeatable Squirrel Girl tsunami. The squirrels will rush toward the nearest enemy out the bounty randomly. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, where's my old Happy Days music? Damn, I don't have any happy music. So we're gonna go as close as we can to it.
I wanna take you for a ride. I wanna take you for a ride.
Nah, that don't fit well enough. Hold up. I gotta have some type of victory music. Oh, this is the closest I got to victory music for right now. We won! We won, chat. We won! We won! Squirrel Girl mains are eating! Because before, the way that you had to angle it to let it bounce off the walls, you really had to know where everybody was and where they were gonna be. You deadass had to sit there and be Wanda Maximoff or Doctor Strange with the Eye of Agamotto from the MCU and tell the future and know where everybody was gonna be. Now, you just gotta shoot it somewhere near people and the squirrels are gonna use their eyes to go bite ankles. We won. We won, y'all. And they gonna actually feel real fair now? We won. And it's another buff. Reduce the squirrel tsunami health from 300 to... Cut this shit off. Are you dead ass, my nigga? Are you dead ass, my nigga? Huh? I'll take everything back. I said, fuck y'all. I can already hear it. No, not again. Sorry. I'll go AFK. I swear to God, I'll go AFK. Okay, I'll go AFK enough so that I don't get a disconnect. Please, no more. Not again. I can't even look at his name. We'll be adjusting Bucky by decreasing his long-range combat strength and increasing his survivability in medium close-range combat. Increases the bonus health provided by Bionic Hook and tainted voltage from 30 to 40. Reduce the area damage from 70 to 65 and reduce damage decay from 65% at 40 meters to 60%. Increase base health from 250 to 275. I guess. This character right now, I see one buff under his name, I think. I'm not checking yet. But a lot of people have been calling Wolverine the worst DPS in the game. That's not true. But there is one thing. 2 things I need from y'all. 1, hitbox visualizations in training mode. And 2, just give him another dash. You don't have to change anything about his kit besides giving him another dash. Now, I already heard previously that he's got more health, but I pray that they gave him another dash because that's all he needs. Logan will receive an increase to basic combat strength, but a slight decrease to additional survivability after activation of Undying Animal. What the actual fuck did I just read? The literal tool he has to stop him from dying when he gets in the schmitz. You nerfed it? Y'all were not cooking with that decision. Y'all were not cooking with that decision at all, gang. I'm not even gonna hold you. Y'all weren't cooking with that one. Cloak and Dagger. Tyrone and Tandy will receive an increase to their healing capability, as well as an expansion to the coverage area of their ultimate. Reduce Dagger Storm cooldown from 15 to 12. What the fuck is Dagger Storm? We'll see right now. They should be at the top. Are they separate? Black Panther, Blade, Hawkeye, Hella, Hit Monkey, Iron Fist, Magic, Moon Knight, Namor, Wolverine, Winter Soldier, The Punisher, The Hood, Storm, Star-Lord, Squirrel Girl, Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, Psylocke, Phoenix. See? But am I blind? Control F. So there is no Cloak and Dagger entry. I'm not bugging. So this shit is useless. I don't know what the fuck Dagger Storm is. I'm assuming it's her bubble. Yeah, cause I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But I've heard about this one. Increase the number of dashes in Eternal Bond, her ult, from 3 to 4. Y'all cooked with that one. Y'all cooked with that one. Jeff the Adorable Land Shark will be adjusting the range of his ult, so now it better fits the warning marker, and it did, yeah, because it does slightly reach outside of the actual hitbox and it goes infinitely into the sky. Will also be increasing his healing capability, which, like I said, the developers are addressing the thing I said the other day in my tier list, that Jeff isn't a bad character, but he's not the best healer. They wouldn't buff his healing if he was a great healer like Luna Snow, okay? Adjust its Jeff range from 10 sphere to a 10 meter radius, 5 meter high cylindrical spell. Oh, so it doesn't go infinitely high anymore. RIP, they slaughtered this character's move. They killed my boy. Increase the healing of Joyful Splash from 140 a second to 150 a second. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. W buffs and nerfs. W buffs and nerfs. While we've enjoyed her dropping the base, you've made adjustments to prevent players from abusing its healing capabilities. So for those of y'all who don't know, basically there was something with Luna Snow where if you attached her ability to toggle her ultimate from going to healing to defense, you could basically do this if you remap the buttons correctly on the scroll wheel, and you could switch between healing and toggling defense so fast that basically your character was upping healing and defense when it's only supposed to be a choice between one. So they just nerfed a specific strat, didn't nerf or buff her. Why? Because she's a perfectly balanced character with a place in the goddamn meta. We'll be making Mantis a less bit fleet-footed. Oh, reducing her Roman support capability. That was a problem. She was too quick to, every time she gets shot, she hightailing it out of there like she Captain America. Reduce Nature's Favor, her passive movement boost from 2.5. Ooh, they took a whole meter off that bitch. They said slow your roll, shorty. Reasonable crash out. Rocket could use an enhancement to his healing capability. Increase the healing of repair mode from 60 to 70. Slight buff, but okay. What's the team up changes? Okay, Black Widow to farther tone down Hawkeye's oppression. Look at that word they're using. Oppression will be reducing his seasonal buff. Reduce Hawkeye's seasonal bonus from 20 to 15. A whole 5%. Let's go. Thor, Hela, Loki. Much like Hawkeye, Hela's overwhelming power will be receiving a slight reduction. Reduce Hela's season bonus from 20% to 15%. Luna Snow, Namor will be increasing the threat of Namor's frozen spawn. Yeah, that's true. I feel like Namor is the, like, I don't know where I ranked him on the last tier list, but off the top of my head, he's the weakest DPS in my opinion. Like just overall in the game, because his turrets aren't even that good. First off, they don't last that long. Second off, the little bit amount of time they do last, they usually don't make it through that time, because if you have anybody with a brain on your team, especially DPS, go with any projectile and it just leaves. Matter of fact, you woke by the shit hard enough, the wind might just blow that bitch back into the ocean. They were never a threat, and their individual damage per second wasn't enough to be a threat individually or put together. Increased frozen spawn slowing effect applied to hit enemies from 25 to 30. Increased berserk state frozen spawn damage from 16 to 18. I'll say these aren't bad. I'll say these are bad buffs for the simple fact that none of these make anything more of a threat. Now, it might be something I'm missing, because the slowing effect is a little bit I feel like already it was a little bit hard to notice, but now I feel like it's still a little bit hard to notice, but slightly less a little bit hard to notice, if that makes sense. It didn't change anything. One of Rocket's best tools will be available more often, from 45 to 40. Okay, that's not bad. I think they should have did it 30 seconds. 30 seconds I feel like would have been better, but they're the developers, not me. Scarlet Witch Magneto, a bit underwhelming. The damage capability of this father-daughter team up will be enhanced. Increased metallic fusion projectile from 55 to 60. From 30 to... This already, this team up made Magneto move up a tier anytime Scarlet Witch is on his team. But now, nigga might move up 2 tiers with these type of... Especially if they keep going on this track of buffing him like this. Thor Storm Cap will be enhancing the damage capability of Storm's side of this team up. Reduce the cooldown of Charge Gale from 20 to 15, and increase the damage of Charge Gale from 50 to 55. Reasonable crash out. I will say overall, none of these nerfs and buffs are too crazy in my opinion. We don't have any major meta changing buffs or nerfs in my humble opinion. I think there was some things that will slightly change how gameplay is, but I haven't seen anybody get a crazy like 50% plus stat buzz or buff, or somebody get like anything drastic